Hä? Kann viel. Ich brauche schon sehen, was das von dir. Schlecht, ne? I'm crazy. One day. Uh-oh. No. Oh no. Wir sind in einer riesen verlaufen. Oh. Nie welche der rauskommen. Der endlose Weiter. Das ist wieder riesig. Weiter. Oh, mal andere Maschine. Okay. Wow. Oh. Gut. Ein Auslenken. Ja, und auch über Spiele, die wir kennen. So, eine Stück mit dem Himmel herstellen, mit dem Land. Dann ist auf einer Etage, das ist der erste Grund. C1 and there's no verse. C20 there's a verse that follows. C19 there's a verse that follows. C21 it's the same. Same chapter, same river, one, it's in one Bible, and another Bible, it's not there. The whole river, same building, it's the same chapter, the same story. Get out of here. Get out of here. Straight going. It's very little action for me. Just please. Hello? Can you find me any corruption in the Bible in the earliest manuscript and not just in a copy? Because a copy of a copy of a copy, like a translation of a copy, cannot also be called corruption, because there are millions and billions of copies of the Bible. You have to find a corruption inside the earliest manuscript to actually say there is a corruption in the Bible. If you find a so-called corruption in a copy... Okay, have you studied this topic? Dude, if you want to find... I'm asking a very sincere question. Have you looked into this topic before? Yes. Okay. Do you know what's the earliest complete manuscript of the New Testament? There are different manuscripts of the New Testament. It's not just one manuscript. The earliest, obviously, if I ask you the earliest, then that means there's a bunch, and one of them is the earliest. So I know that. You're telling me something I already know. The earliest is I think it's 50 years after Christ. No, wrong. No. The earliest complete manuscript is my question, first of all. The earliest complete manuscript. Can you please tell me what that is? It might be the Gospel of John. So you don't know what it is. I said the New Testament. Yes. The earliest complete manuscript of the entire New Testament is John. So there's a mistake in your sentence. You said the earliest manuscript from the entire New Testament. But but the New Testament is the entire New Testament is not just one manuscript. But said was one manuscript. But you asked me, show me the earliest manuscript of the entire New Testament. We can go to Google too. You don't believe me, okay? No. You made a mistake in your sentence. You said, show me a manuscript of the entire New Testament. I'll go right now. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to Google to show you. Okay? I'm going to type, right? Type it, right? See that? Hold on, let me play my screen here. Yeah, I can. I can see it. Type it for you, so you can see it, okay? Perfect. I'm going to type the earliest manuscript, not the earliest, the earliest, right? Type the earliest manuscript of the New Testament. Right here. That's what I'm going to put up. The earliest manuscript. Earliest manuscript of the New Testament. See what it says? It says what? Oldest known manuscript of the New Testament is Papyrus 52, right? Also, complete manuscript, sorry. The earliest complete manuscript, sorry. Complete manuscript. Complete manuscript. Yeah. The oldest surviving complete manuscript of the New Testament is the Codex Sinaiticus, handwritten in Greek on animal parchment. It dates to the mid-4th century. It dates to the mid-4th century. That is the earliest complete manuscript of the New Testament.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
but
so wait, 1 second. So wait, I'm not done making my point yet, okay? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because there are a bunch of other ones that are dated close to this time, right? 330, 360. This is the earliest one, but there's another one that's fairly close.
yeah, but
It's called the Codex. Hold on. It's called the Codex Vaticanus, right?
yes, but again, a
I interrupted you.
just one manuscript is not the entire New Testament.
Can I say one more?
Again, you asked me that I.
Sir, relax. Okay? Let me make my point. There's a bunch of other manuscripts that are also around that time. Okay? There's the Coptic manuscript, there's the Georgian manuscript, there's the Codex Vaticanus, Codex Sinaiticus. There's a bunch of them, right? All of those codex, all of those manuscripts, not a single one of those manuscripts, none of them had that verse. All of them are missing that verse. Every single one of those manuscripts in that time, and any time before that, whatever it is, does not have that verse.
Yeah, I have.
That the brother is making is that this verse that is missing, the first time it appears, right? The first time it even makes an appearance within the Bible is post 4th century. That means it's after the 4th century is when the first time we actually see these verses. And before that, we don't see it at all. For 4 centuries, these verses don't exist in any manuscript.
Yeah, but this also shows that it's not like secret thing that there's a verse that got added to it. Like it's not secret. Like when I compare it to all the burnt Qurans that Uthman burned, we don't know which versions he burned. Like there is like a bunch of information you can read about that verse that they added.
Wait, so you're saying it's only one verse, so it's not a big deal?
No,
Is that your review?
no, but what I studied about this topic is that
Hold on. It's second restriction. Are you serious, bro? Oh my gosh, bro.
I ain't even joking, bro. I like perma restricted.
That's crazy.
Dude, I can show you the exact same problem in the Quran. Okay. I can show you the exact same corrupt type of corruption in the Quran. Okay.
You cannot show this in the Quran.
I can do. I can. So
give me an example.
The problem is, in 1972, people found manuscripts of the Quran, early manuscripts of the Quran, inside a mosque in Yemen. Okay, and you can Google it. It's these parts of manuscript they have a name, and one of these manuscripts, you can see that there is text on the manuscript, and I think it was the upper or lower text. There was text before on the manuscript that got removed, and new text was written on this manuscript. Okay. So, and on this new text, there are missing verses, different words that are not shown in today's Quran.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. First of all, sir, we are aware that the materials that are used back in the day that they used to write the Quran on, right? Those materials used to have a lot of those materials used to already have written text on it, and they wash it and they write new things on it. First of all,
Oh, so this is your point, a change.
Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi. Even if you tried, you cannot do this stuff.
No, if you remove a type of, if you remove a text and write a different one, it's changed.
Can you please, do you have issues listening actively? Do you have issues with
I do listen, but I do listen.
Okay, all right. I need you to pay attention. I said there were other things that was written on that piece of the material that they used. Did I say that the Quran was written on it and then they washed it and they rewrote the Quran? Did I say that?
No.
Okay, so what was washed from it, how do you know the written content that was washed from it, right, is also Quranic content? How did you know that?
You know that because the new text that was written after the removing of the old text, the new text is not written in the Quran of today.
That's not my question. That was not my question.
Yeah, but even if the text before, even if the other text was in the original Quran, what does it mean?
Dude, oh my goodness! Please, I swear to God, I will send you money right now. What country are you in? I will send you money right now. Please, track the conversation. You said that they washed written content from the material, and they added and they rewrote the Quran on it. That's what you said, right?
They changed the text, yeah.
Okay. The earlier content that was washed from it, how do you know that was Quran?
I don't know.
Exactly my point. So first of all, you don't know the content, the previous content that was on there. Number one. Number two, right? Number two, the new content that was written on it, which is the Quranic content, right? Who told you that was different than the early Quran? And who told you that the person who wrote it was someone who was learned?
Dude.
You understand? So I don't know the content of the Quran, right?
Dude,
the manuscript that you talk about is the Sana manuscript. The manuscript belonged to a student. It belonged to a student who's learning, who's practicing. That's why the content prior to it is washed. And this student that was practicing, he made mistakes. Do you think that's the only manuscript that we have?
No.
Okay, we have a bunch of other manuscripts, right?
Yeah.
Whatever mistakes that we made in that manuscript is found in other manuscripts that was the correct version of it is found in other manuscripts that existed earlier than the Sahih manuscript. It existed in the same time as the Sahih manuscript. The argument that we're making is that there is nothing from that time or nothing earlier than that time that exists that has those verses in it.
Just to add into that, you said the upper text was different. The one that was written down, that's incorrect. The upper text is literally identical to the Uthmani version.
Yes. Oh, yeah. 100%. Catch on that one too. 100%. 100%. So again, you need to show us a material, a parallel, something that contains these verses, right? That is missing in Matthew chapter 17, material that existed prior to the 4th century. That's where you know whether there's corruption or whether there isn't corruption. Can you find that for us, please? Instead of running.
No, I can't.
And there you have it. Congratulations, man. I appreciate the honesty, though. I really do. Go ahead, Ahmed. Take over.
No, what I'm talking about is I'm not just running to the Quran. What I wanted to show you is that people into the Islam, they always say the Quran is 100% preserved. But when you find manuscripts where actually changes, where are actually changes, then you can't call
That
it
doesn't
100.
falsify that claim. That Sana'a manuscript having mistakes in it does not falsify the claim that the Quran is 100% preserved. The way it works is, my friend, is that there's plenty of manuscripts. If one manuscript got something wrong, but there's a bunch of other manuscripts where that mistake is correct, the correct version of that mistake is found in it, then the preservation still remains. The claim for the preservation still remains. It is not now negated. Right? It's only negated where there's the earliest version is the mistake, and there's nothing earlier than that that has the correct version. Okay, when that's the case, then you can make the claim that there's corruption. But if that isn't the case, right, and there are other manuscripts that contains, right, the correct version of it, either during the same time or before it, then the claim for the preservation will remain. It's still strong. It still holds. The problem that we're bringing to you, Nick, is the earliest manuscript does not contain verse 21. The other manuscript that also existed at that time also did not contain verse 21. And then if you go earlier than that, you don't even find manuscripts of this entire chapter. And then if you go earlier than that, so when we say this verse appears for the first time in such and such, this is problematic because if that's the case, and there's no evidence for it, and there's other materials that exist, and all of them don't contain these verses, then this is what the scholarly consensus would say. This would be considered an addition to the text, and any sort of addition to the text would be considered corruption.
Okay. So I got a question, just a logical question. Why Uthman just burned versions of the Quran?
Can you stop running to the Quran and address what we just talked about, bro?
I told you I can't give you an answer.
You need to address this, man. This is the problem. This is the problem for you. Okay, we'll get to Uthman, I promise. But can you at least admit and understand that there are things that are being added to your book? By the way, this is one simple, very, very tiny example of addition to your text. We could show you a plethora of examples. Huge, a bunch more of examples of literal and obvious addition to your text. We can show you almost half of a chapter, an entire chapter being added. Books that are missing that was later added. Old and New Testament. All throughout your entire Bible. We have plenty of examples of this. And your response is, instead of learning more about this and asking more questions about this, why did Uthman burn the Quran?
No, you can't prove that the Old Testament is corrupted. I got. Let me show you something. Just let me show you something. Let me show you something. One moment. You know this? You see this?
Yes. Yeah, it's okay, expand.
I'm showing you the very oldest Bible of the New Testament, of the Old Testament. It's contained for the first time in English. You can read the Bible translations and they have different. topic for like Aber es wäre mir schon. Tote Einkaufszeile. Ja, ist aber jemand, der nicht so viel Lust hat.
1 davon in Zellunai Omega-3 genommen, aber null Wirkung, dann machst du garantiert. Okay, stärkt es meine Leute. Satellites are varying altitudes between 160 and 2,000 kilometers. 100 to 12,000. Leute, kann mir irgendjemand verraten, wie ich diese Schutzfolie von meinem neuen Gravelbike abbekomme? Wie ihr sehen könnt, klebt es auch total drunter. Also wenn jemand einen Tipp hat, bitte in die Kommentare. Leute, kann mir irgendjemand... Ding dong, ding dong. Heute werden nur die Bayern-Spieler und die Bayern-Fans weinen. VfB-Fans, wake up. Wir gewinnen. Was? Ding dong, ding dong. Heute werden nur die Bayern-Spieler und die Bayern-Fans weinen. Was? Ding dong, ding dong. Heute werden nur die Bayern-Spieler und die Bayern-Fans weinen. VfB-Fans, wake up. Wir gewinnen diese Woche wieder den DFB-Pokal.
Ja.
Geilste Duo Europas wird Bayern morgen schlafen schicken. Als deutsche Meisterschaft. Bayern Berlin, Stuttgart.
Bayern Shootingstar Harry Kane am Samstag hatten einen schlechten Tag und trifft die ganze Zeit irgendwo das Aluminium.
1:2. Ey, Bayern München, wenn ihr denkt, ihr gewinnt heute Abend jeden DFB-Pokal. Nein. Ding dong, heute wird
Aluminium.
1:2. Was passiert, wenn du 30 Tage lang Vitamin D3 nimmst? Tag 1. Du schluckst wie klein. Was passiert, wenn du 30 Tage lang Vitamin D3 nimmst? Tag 1. Du schluckst wie kleine Kapsel. Ölig. Unspektakulär. Du erwartest nicht. Zu Recht? Noch. Aber in deinem Blut beginnt eine Kettenreaktion. Vitamin D3 wird in der Leber umgewandelt, dann in der Niere aktiviert. Es erreicht fast jeden Zellkern deines Körpers. Über 200 Gene werden direkt von ihm gesteuert. Tag 3. Dein Immunsystem schaltet einen Gang hoch. Vitamin D3 aktiviert T-Zellen, deine körpereigenen Killereinheiten gegen Viren und Bakterien. Über 70% der Deutschen sind unterversorgt. Dein Körper hat monatelang auf Sparflamme gekämpft. Jetzt bekommt er Munition. Tag 7. Deine Stimmung verändert sich subtil. Vitamin D3 reguliert die Serotoninproduktion direkt. Der graue Alter... ran from Stones. AJ Barber, be a fucking man and... worship the same God, each to their own way. Shame on you. Why? We all worship the same God, each to their own way. Shame on you. For denying your Lord Jesus. Gottes Segen. Du weißt nicht, was mir damals mit 17 Jahren in Spanien in dieser Form bekommen. Ich dachte ernsthaft, dass wenn ich in Westform an Strand bin, Anerkennung von Frauen bekomme, richtig trainierte Anerkennung von Frauen bekomme, richtig trainierte Chemos mit der Form an Strand bin, Anerkennung von Frauen bekomme, richtig
agree with democratically everything. Just hey guys, I believe in God. I go. Hi, ihr Lieben. Everybody. Irgendwie kaum werden die Temperaturen besser. Klettern in die Höhe. Den Halter bitte ausrufen können, des Wagens. Ansonsten müsste ich dann gegebenenfalls die Polizei informieren. Ja, kam auch nicht, keine Ahnung, wo die rumgeschwirrt sind. Im Endeffekt blieb mir nichts anderes weiter übrig, als die Polizei zu informieren. Die kamen dann auch, haben das Auto geöffnet und haben den Hund rausgeholt. Und
Jetzt nicht so groß hin, oder? Das ist jetzt hier wieder Internet, waren wir jetzt hier ein Internet-Toilet-Raum, oder? Nein! Nein! Wir haben keinen Internet-Toilet-Raum. Kein Internet. Kein Internet-Toilet-Raum. Es ist echt nicht schlecht, guck mal hier. Ne? Aber der Spiegel hier ist fake. Das ist kein Spiegel, das ist einfach nur eine Metallwand. Frau und Mann und Frau. In einem. Ja, so, das ist eine Umkleide und das ist für Mann und Frau geil. Was ist das schon? Schon ja, gegen den Klima authorized Personal danger. Okay, wenn ich sagen, ist also Gefahr.
Islam kann gar nicht wahr sein, weil euer Mohammed da, der wurde überhaupt gar nicht angekündigt in der Bibel. Doch wurde er noch nicht evangeliert. Dort kündigt Jesus uns an, der nach ihm kommen wird. Er sagt, dieser Mann wird nicht aus sich selbst sprechen, sondern weitergeht, ihm offenbart wurde und die Menschheit in die Wahrheit leitet.
Das ist der Heilige Geist und das steht auch so wortwörtlich drin. Johannes 14, Vers 26, der Beistand aber, der Heilige Geist, den der Vater senden wird. Jesus nennt ihn beim Namen und selten dazu. Lies die Beschreibung vor und überspringst genau diese zwei Wörter, die dort daneben stehen. Und so viele Muslime lesen Rotkäppchen und behaupten dann, dass das Mädchen niemals eine rote Kappe getragen hat und dass der Wolf eigentlich nicht
Der Heilige Geist, ist doch klar. Jemand sagt es nur, der Heilige Geist, der war schon vorher da. Jesus wurde selbst laut der Bibel vom Heiligen Geist bereits begleitet. Nun sollte Jesus also jemanden ankündigen, der bereits da ist. Das macht ja keinen Sinn.
Du verwechselst da zwei Sachen, nämlich Existenz und Wirkung. Die Sonne zum Beispiel existiert auch nachts. Dort kann ich ja sagen, dass morgen früh die Sonne kommt, oder? Ich meine nicht, dass sie jetzt neu entsteht. Ich meine, dass sie aufgeht. Genauso kündigt auch Jesus nicht die Existenz des Geistes an, sondern sein neues Innewohnen. Also Johannes 14, Vers 17, er bleibt jetzt bei euch und wird künftig in euch sein. Und Johannes 16, Vers 7, wenn ich nicht weggehe, kommt der Beistand nicht. Er kommt also direkt nach Jesu Weggang. Das war Pfingsten, 50 Tage später. Und damit ist kein Kriegsherr mit Vorlieben zu Kindern gemeint, irgendwann 600 Jahre später.
Nicht, was dann in Johannes 16 steht, dass dieser kommende Gesandte Dinge hören kann und sie weitergeben wird. Genau das passierte bei unserem Propheten Mohammed, Friede und Segen sei mit ihm durch die Offenbarung.
Ja, gut wäre es, wenn du den Abschnitt auch zu Ende lesen würdest, weil er deinen eigenen Propheten Satz für Satz ausschließt. Also Johannes 14, Vers 17, er wird in euch sein. Und Mohammed etwa in Muslimen. Ich meine, ich werde das komisch an. Johannes 14, Vers 16, er bleibt bei euch in Ewigkeit. Aber Mohammed wurde doch von einer Jüdin vergiftet und ist gestorben, oder? Und Johannes 16, Vers 14, er wird mich verherrlichen. Der Beistand macht Jesus groß, der Islam macht Jesus klein. Und zwar im Gott zu irgendeinem bloßen Propheten. Kein einziges dieser Merkmale passt auf Mohammed.
In Hohelied 5,16 steht im Hebräischen sogar das Wort Mahmagin. Die Wurzel davon ist dieselbe wie bei Mohammed. Und Mohammed bedeutet der Gepriesene.
Das wird schlimm, ne? Das Wort in Hohelied heißt Mahamadi, hebräische Wurzel, die Begegnung und Kostbarkeit. Okay? Mohammed kommt aus einer arabischen Wurzel, die loben bedeutet. Zwei Sprachen, zwei Wurzeln, zwei Bedeutungen, nur ein ähnlicher Klang, wenn überhaupt. Und es ist gar kein Name, es steht im Plural und heißt schlicht, er ist ganz und gar begehrenswert. Und dann kommt noch hinzu, dass das Hohelied ein Liebeslied ist. An dieser Stelle schwärmt eine Frau von ihrem Bräutigam, von seinem